We're back, head to head. Your favorite segment on Tigers and Tigers. Again, last week 4-3. You go 3-4. You had the Auburn win. I thought it was going to be a good week, but there were still some games. I think, like I said, that I was surprised you didn't go with Houston. That's a team you've liked all year.
I just had to go against you.
Yeah, you had to go, and then Kentucky, Texas. You had Kentucky. But yeah, Chance goes 3-4 last week. I go 4-3. Another winning week for Team Burgin. You keep following, you keep winning.
You keep losing just a bit with me.
Yeah. So that brings your record to 47%, 35-39-2. I'm at 45-31-2, 59%. I'm almost at 60%. Almost back to where I started. So, all right. So head to head this week, Kentucky versus Alabama. Number 17 Kentucky versus number 4 Alabama. Kentucky's been very fickle all year. I think they stay fickle. I think Bama bounces back. I think Bama wins tonight against Mississippi State. I think they win. I think they have a big week after the loss to Auburn. I like Bama to beat Kentucky at home.
I agree with you. I think Bama's going to beat Mississippi State tonight, and I think they're going to think that Kentucky's also going to be fickle, like you said, and not take them serious enough. And I think Kentucky might come back with an upset.
Wow, so you think Auburn and Kentucky back-to-back weekends
in T-Town.
So, wow, okay. All right, Tennessee at Texas A&M.
Going down.
Number 6 and number 7. This is a great game. Two teams I think that are not getting the love that Auburn, Florida, and Bama are getting. A&M, I'm pretty sure A&M lost last night in a game they shouldn't have. You want to look back that up, but yeah, go to Tuesday night. I'm pretty sure A&M lost to Mississippi State.
Yeah,
so Bama's not playing Mississippi State. What am I talking about?
16,
who does Bama play tonight?
No, Bama plays tonight.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Why am I thinking?
Auburn plays Arkansas. Bama plays Missouri.
Missouri.
Oh, no, Missouri's going to win tonight. That's right.
Okay, so it was Mississippi, Missouri. I knew it was it started with an M. I knew it. Yeah, so Bama plays Missouri tonight. So I think I kept saying that, so I was wrong on that. Bama plays Missouri tonight, and I like them beating Missouri, not Mississippi State.
I hope Missouri
wins.
wins.
I think that's my first mess up in show history. I apologize.
I think Missouri wins. Let's go.
I think Bama wins. It's on the road too. So Bama's going to win on the road at Missouri, win at home against Kentucky. Tennessee at A&M. A&M loses to Mississippi State. Mississippi State has now won 2 big games in a row. They could see themselves in the top 10. I like Texas A&M at home, though. I think they respond back after losing to Mississippi State.
I like this game that you picked. I'm going to go with Tennessee, obviously, because of their defense, just how they've been playing. I don't think there's many teams other than teams like a Florida or an Auburn or Alabama that can compete with a team like Tennessee down in the boards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Okay. All right, Ole Miss, after losing to Mississippi State at Vandy, I think that's a trap game. A lot of teams Vandy's almost beating a lot of teams at home. I think they win at home against Ole Miss this week. I don't like the trajectory Ole Miss is going right now.
I don't like it either, but I've got to go with Ole Miss. They're going to stay ranked, keep Vandy out.
Okay. Arkansas hosting Missouri. Missouri,
you got a tough night tonight ahead of them.
So Missouri could beat Alabama at home and then go to Arkansas, which is a tough play to play. I like the Hogs at home. I think they finally call the Hogs. This is a must-win for Calipari to have any chance of somehow possibly making the NCAA tournament. I think they got to get hot this weekend. I like them against Missouri.
So tonight is a big game for Missouri because if they find out that they're losing to Alabama early on, I think they sit a lot of their starters and save them for Arkansas to guarantee that win.
Okay.
So that's why I think tonight might have a huge impact on that one.
And again, I think tonight's game's going to be close, so I don't think they'll have that opportunity. I think it's going to be 2 tough games for them this week. All right, Iowa State at Houston. You back on the Houston train?
I got to stick with them. They failed me, but I'll get back on it.
Okay, I was about to say, you hopped off and you hopped back on. I like Houston at home, too. That's number 8 versus number 5. So that's 2 top 10 matchups, and the 4 versus 17 in Kentucky. So a great weekend of basketball.
I almost went Iowa State, but they're just inconsistent. That's the only thing with me. I don't trust them to take out a team like Houston.
Well, and remember their great game against Auburn at the beginning of the year. They're a good team. They really are.
Yeah.
But are they? And they're a team I'll watch out for them in the NCAA tournament. All right, this is an easy one. I gave you one easy one. Georgia at Auburn.
And of course you go with us because you're wearing.
I'm officially off the Georgia train. They have lost. I literally have 10 of my losses because of Mike White and Georgia.
Kyle, get your boy here.
Screw that guy.
Get him back on the Georgia train.
Give me Auburn by 20 at home.
No, this is the only reason his stats stay where they are because he starts finding his way back.
If I would go against Georgia, I'd be 50 and 25. Instead, I'm not. So, all right, last game: Mississippi State at Oklahoma. Mississippi State been very hot of late. Maybe one of the hottest teams in the SEC besides the Gators. Mississippi State, I think they go into Oklahoma and win. Oklahoma has won some big games at home.
They have, but they've been losing so many lately that I think it's just SEC play getting to them. But Mississippi State's a team that they could surprise and come back and win.
So even though Oklahoma got blown out by Florida last night, you're taking them at home.
Florida's a good team. I'll never take that away now.
So Oklahoma's going to win at home against Mississippi State?
I'm calling it.
All right, so we both have a couple home upsets.
Yeah.
You got Oklahoma, I got Vandy and Arkansas. So, yeah, upset Saturday is what this may turn into. Or if all the favorite wins, we may go 0-5 this week, 0-7. So
0-5, or I might be 0-5 and he's 5-0.
Yeah. So, but again, I love seeing every week there's just these big time matchups, and you're going to see it again next week and the week after that. Again, I'm so ready for the SEC championship game, SEC championship week.
I saw someone on ESPN say that they think this is actually going to be a harder battle than any route in the March Madness.
They have 9 teams ranked in the top 25. 9 teams.
Yeah. So it's going to be a mess.
Literally the Elite 8 in this. There's 16 teams, but when you get to the Elite 8, you're going to be playing somebody in the top 25.
Yeah.
That's just unheard of. There was a couple years of maybe in the ACC or the Big East that was close to that, but nothing's close to 3 top 5 teams. You know,
it just shows how good NIL is for the.
If you go back to let's go back to the polls real quick, Chance, and just we can give our viewers, and we can throw this rankings up on here.
Rankings.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got Auburn's 1, Florida's 2, Bama's 4, Tennessee 6, A&M 7, Missouri 16, Kentucky.
There's not a single difference for the top
17. I mean,
the top 8 teams. There's coaches and AP are the exact same.
Chance, when has there ever been? There's in the top 7. There's 5 out of 7 from the SEC, man.
And obviously that's going to change because of these.
Football's never done that.
Yeah, but this is going to change a little bit more towards the end here because we're playing SEC play right now, and it's going to take a bunch of losses away from some of these teams, or add a bunch of losses to these teams. I mean, so they'll drop, but they'll still be top 25.
But again, if Tennessee goes and loses to Florida and Auburn, that's not bad losses.
No,
I mean, like I said, so like this is incredible. 5 out of 7 top 10 teams in one conference. That's just, and then you got somebody like Texas A&M who just lost to Mississippi State, who's what, 23.
And then look at the commons like Kentucky, all the way down here to 17.
Yeah,
you would think when SEC plays at its best, they'd be one of the tops.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of our mid teams now.
Yeah. And like I said, Mississippi State's coming on strong. They're at 21, but they've beaten some top 10 teams, and they beat A&M this week, last night. So yeah, what an SEC tournament this is going to be, and I can't wait. But like I said, hopefully you go 0-7 and I go. I can't go 0-7 because I lose some games. Hopefully you go about 2-7 and I go 7-0, and I continue my breakaway of my winning ways. If you want the losing ways, you follow the Auburn guy. This Auburn guy you may want to follow this week.
And once you're playing heads up, then you follow the Auburn guy.
I'm the Auburn guy. Here on
Tide and Tigers.
Tigers and Tigers.